even though you think your idea is unique, there's probably a couple other companies that are pitching something similar.
You got another $10 million round of money. What's the first thing you do? Hire. Apparently this diner, you roll up, there's chargers, cheeseburgers that come in a Cybertruck. There's an Optimus serving popcorn.
Yes.
Yeah. Sightbox, unbox, now we open the door. New podcast dropping like never before.
That's all she wrote, folks. Yeah. No bueno today.
We've been rolling. 3, 2, 1. We're back.
We're back.
This is episode 2 of season 2
Season
of the
2.
BoxPod, the BoxPod.
Right.
I'm Charlie and this is Nathan.
What's up?
We're the co-founders of Sightbox.
And this is Peach.
You're new to us, and that is Peach.
Yes.
At Redondo Peach
Redondo Peach.
on Instagram,
Yeah, she
and
is.
she only wants to play when the lights
rolling.
and the cameras are on,
Right.
or when there's a meeting in progress.
Right.
Anyways, we are back, and we said at the end of the last episode that we would talk a little bit about the purpose market fit.
Yes.
We've talked about promise market fit in the past.
Yes.
We've talked about the orbit method.
Yes.
We've talked about a whole bunch of different methods and strategies that we do around here. A little bit of the sausage, how we make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about the purpose market fit and how we're going to turn this into a whole thing here at Sightbox, because I think it's going to be the basis or the foundation of potentially a book,
Yeah.
potentially some more content
Yeah.
that we put out there, and then it'll sort of phase into kind of like the purpose market fit stuff and
Yes.
all the stuff that we
And and it's part of like a big system. It's sort of like, if you think of it, like there's 3 volumes to what we're doing. There's purpose market fit, there's product market fit, and then there's promise market fit.
right.
So we have sort of this 3-volume set. And what purpose market fit is really meant to do is focus on the founders themselves, like really clearly define what that founder is there to do. And so our focus is clarity for the founder, and really trying to figure out the answer to sort of 3 basic questions. One is the why me, right? What's my story? Why am I even doing this? Why me? And part of that question comes also from what we've seen VCs want to know, even other team members, but mostly from the VC world, where they're being pitched these ideas, and you can only imagine, even though you think your idea is unique, there's probably a couple other companies that are pitching something similar. And so when VCs are sort of interviewing, they're kind of like, well, why you versus the next guy? Are you the best? This is a good idea, but are you the one to do it? And so there's a little bit of solving for that, but also sort of knowing your own reason. Why am I doing this? Like what got me into this? And then the next question we get into is sort of the why this? What is this thing that you're building? Why is this the solution? Why this, not something else? And then the third one is the why now. So we asked the question about why is now the time for this and not tomorrow, not next year, not 5 years from now? Why have you decided to do this now? And why is it important? And so we're sort of bringing in a bit of the relevance of it. And so through those questions, we sort of go through and through a number of interviews, we really get down to what is it that the founder sort of is there to do, answering these questions. And ultimately our goal is to build sort of a messaging matrix that we then give them and allows them to sort of express that vision, share the vision that they have. Because a lot of the times founders may, when they're bringing other people on, or they're talking to, potential VCs or partners or even customers, there's this question of like, what is this company all about? We like to use this metaphor of a startup is kind of like a child. It's kind of like a toddler, if you will. The toddler is not able to do anything on its own, right? It's a child. And so in the same way, a startup is like a child, right? And so it doesn't have its own ability to do things. It's really the founder, the parents, as we'd say, the parents are really the ones that you turn to, and you're like, what is this kid going to be? We don't know, but we're hoping to do it this way and grow this kid into something great. And so for startups, it's the same sort of thing. You have to sort of look at the founder. The founder is part of the company, is sort of the company at that point. And only later, and if you think of it sort of as, being a parent, it's not until really they turn 18, you leave the nest, if you will, that you're sort of like the story becomes the really about the company. Like that's when we sort of call that's when it's a brand, right? Is when it's sort of, it's out on its own. It has enough agency on its own. People understand it. And
the frontal cortex is somewhat developed.
Prefrontal cortex is, yes, it's is developed
right?
to a degree,
Yeah.
right? And so, yeah, it's able to sort of make decisions on its own, and it sort of has its own free will. And that's when, and we can get deep into it, because there's a whole, I think there's even a, if you think of the stages that a company goes through, we call it this sort of early stages, we call it the breakthrough, right? So what is the breakthrough idea? That is sort of what is a key point, but it's not until that breakthrough becomes a business, right? And then that business becomes a brand that we've sort of matured the company. And so it's an interesting process, and it's all building towards a brand, right?
Sure.
And you don't just sort of like, become an 18-year-old without having gone through childhood. So for a lot of these companies, it's about sort of understanding what is it as a parent that you're bringing to the table as the founder, and how are you going to sort of rear this child?
Yeah.
And so anyway, there's a lot of metaphors we use, but I think the idea here is it's really focused on the founders. And a lot of the work we do, though, typically is with the startup itself.
Yeah.
And so by sort of doing this, we're focusing really closely on a very early sort of manifestation of the company. And it doesn't matter if the company's early stage necessarily or not.
Right.
It works best, I think, in those situations, because they're still trying to navigate those things. But I think even for a founder of a company that's, much further along, more in the business or even the brand, I think it's nice to sort of be reminded of how this all took place and why it's important. And so, purpose market fit, I think it's a big piece of that I think that's kind of been missing in some of the work that we've done. And I don't think it's it's sometimes easy to sort of say, well, we just need to talk about the company, right? Let's just talk about the company. Let's do the thing. Let's get to the launch, and those details may or may not be that pressing. But what we found is that when going through this process, it brings up insights that we would never have unearthed any other way, and it makes
it seems more
things really strong,
relevant now than ever. We were just talking about
Yes.
this. We have, this sort of strange shift where now we're seeing AI companies in particular, right, that have, and like you're saying, they don't have to be super early stage. Some of them are further along, but they're running off 2, 3, 4, 5-person teams.
Yes.
Where the founder is really embedded into the company.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And so if these companies are operating in small quantities that way and doing such large business, that means they're likely leveraging AGI or they're scaling in a unconventional way, which we understand it to be, this new wave of AI helping companies. I mean, we're doing it. We're starting to scale that way ourselves, right?
Yeah.
But now more than ever, the founder needs to look deep into himself, right?
Yeah.
And into what it is. Before, it would be like, what's the culture, right, of the startup?
Right.
And then you kind of like, you make sure that employees understand the culture as you scale, because before you'd scale in numbers and in head count.
That's right.
You got another $10 million round of money. What's the first thing you do? Hire.
Mm-hmm.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
In my opinion, right? Or
Right.
Not just my opinion, and other opinions. So now it's like, okay, we got $10 million of funding.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to scale this thing, whatever this thing is, but we're still going to be, we're going to go from 5 people to 8, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does that mean? What is it? What culture are we talking about? What are you? How are you training those agents? How are you running this company? How is your agents going to, be trained on how you do things? Like, all those things matter.
Mm-hmm.
And the founder knowing himself and the people around him knowing what the founder's about, or at least what the foundation, right, of why, like you said, the whys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why me? Why me? Why this?
Why this?
And then why now?
Mm-hmm.
Those are really key, right? Understanding where the company's going, so that 8 people can say, we're on the same page here.
Yeah, we get it.
Let's run these programs, whatever whatever this thing is to scale. They know what's why, and then off to the races. Then you can compete, with others versus just throwing money at something or doing it the unconventional way and saying, well, tell us, give us, the old days of just like, come up with a campaign for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need users.
Yeah. We need
That's
bodies. Yeah.
We need signups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever it
Remember
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the old days, man.
Yeah.
They're going away. We talked about it last week. People are suspecting that even SaaS is going to go away. That whole model.
Yeah.
Because AI is going to just build you what you want.
Yeah.
For nothing.
Absolutely. And
Right.
it's going so fast. I think what AI is creating is a certain level of pressure. I think that the time to become a brand is going to be faster, right? So you're going to need to know, you have to have this alignment a lot faster. So I think that's key. That's a big pressure. I think what you said too is good, is the fact that you have teams that are running much more lean.
Yeah.
And so what you have there is this need to really be on point, right? Because you can't sort of, fuzz over those details. And I think also too, the fact that, like we're saying, software, it used to be, the idea was the thing that sort of was the big idea, right? That was sort of the thing. And I'm sure that'll still be the case. But from what we see, most businesses, I mean, in the space of AI, or even in just even our startups, most of them are B2B businesses. They're, that's just like probably like 80% of the stuff that we see. And the truth is, it is now going to be, having an idea is not going to give you the defense that you used to have. It used to be like, oh, it's really difficult to build an app to do this thing. And what's happening already is like, no, that's not the case. And so the real question is going to be, who's the person to lead it? It doesn't matter. Like, I've got 10 guys with that same idea, or 10 companies that they're sort of pitching that same thing. Who is the one who's meant to do it? And it's going to really come down to who's leading it. And the idea, I think, is going to be not as consequential, So, yeah, it's a real shift. I think we're seeing all sorts of sort of seismic shifts happening in the world of startups. And as an agency, we're sort of seeing where we want to be and where this is evolving and where we can bring the most value. And we're finding,
because if we're being honest, I mean, the shift is happening at a pretty rapid pace, but obviously we're still being hired to do things that, build websites and brands and design and UI and UX and all those things. But 5 years from now, that could be a different story.
Could be a very different story.
Because we're talking about agents potentially not needing UIs at some point.
Yes.
And so what does that mean for us? We don't know, right? And not just us, but a whole industry.
Right.
Similar to what's happening with video and image generation, all those things, right? And so it's like, if an industry, if this thing could take out industries like that, there's still people that are going to make movies and do photos and stuff like that, but not very many, and probably only the best of the best.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. It'd be
And
like
maybe we
Minecraft.
become that.
Yeah.
Maybe we become, the best. But
the best darn website crackers in the world, you know, like the old-fashioned days.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You guys hand code those things?
dude,
Yep.
yes.
We still do. But point being, like, I think some of the strategic work that we're developing, I think, is going to be key. Because it's not going to matter if we're using AI to help us accomplish it.
No,
It's not going to matter at all.
no. Human psychology isn't going to change.
Right.
So I think the key is understanding that and saying, okay, how do we optimize for that? How do we build brands that are built on human psychology? And so I think that's really what we're sort of baking into this. And of course,
Yeah.
it makes websites better. It makes brands better. But it's sort of getting into what are these bigger truths that we can harness and build on top of. So yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Yeah. And speaking of agents and UIs,
Yes.
today in 2025, if you're going to go back to this day, agents need UIs. We need UIs. And so what happens is we have to tell the agent what we want, and then the agent has to go and try and figure out how to do it.
Right.
And so I've been playing around with, and I was showing you this earlier. I'm going to do a little screen share here, Zach. Record for you. So have you seen this, dude? It's called Agent Mode with ChatGPT.
Yeah. I haven't gotten the update
See?
yet. I'm a little
Still see it? Yeah, so you
Have
just
to live
click
through you.
click the tools here,
Uh-huh.
click Agent Mode, and then describe your task here. And so I was playing around with flight stuff just because that seemed easy.
Yeah.
Give me like a quick little thing that I can ask it to do, and we'll do it in real
For
time.
travel?
For
Or
anything.
anything?
Like what would be a use case for having this thing go out and just for context, if you know, if you're listening,
I was having
you
it
can't
look
see
for-
this is going to create a terminal
Right.
on the fly, and then pull up a browser and
Look
do the
for-
thing.
Look for let's look for single family homes in Huntington Beach.
Okay.
We'll do a real estate hunt.
Find me a single family. What?
Single
Follow
family,
it
I
up.
love you.
Family home in
Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach.
What should we say? Under 5 million?
Under 5 million. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I was going to say, like, what
All right.
are our chances?
So setting up my desktop. So this is new.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this. There's startups out there that,
We just
Launched.
launched one.
yeah, that basically their whole deal was this.
This is it. This is it.
And so
Yep.
there it goes.
There it is.
How crazy is that?
And what's interesting about this one is they're right. They're smart. They built like a visual layer, so you're watching it.
You're getting play-by-play.
Yeah. There's Zillow. Here we go. I know that site way too well.
There it goes.
I need to filter the properties listings for the.
I mean, there's the
My
mouse,
grief.
right? So it basically spun up an terminal, virtual machine,
Yeah.
loaded a browser, and now is doing the task. We're looking at the mouse here. Click around, clicking property type,
Right.
all live.
Right. Now it's gonna say, okay, I gotta get one under 5 million. Single family home.
Yeah. And part of the reason I believe that it's being done this way is there was that co-browsing thing that they launched
Mm-hmm.
right a month ago or so,
Mm-hmm.
and people were very skeptical of that
Yeah.
because you don't want to give your agent or any agent full access to your computer.
No.
People are really weirded out by that.
Well,
And there's
provide
privacy
it's a whole bunch
concerns,
of
right?
problems, like
Right.
just inviting issues.
Right. And so this way, it's completely off your network. It's basically just, like the old days of launching a VM, I mean, it's still going.
Yeah. It's gonna look on another site, maybe.
Yeah, it's got Zillow, Trulia,
But imagine,
Realtor.com.
yeah. That's crazy.
But like you were saying earlier, how are we going to be able to log into these things to
Yeah.
save the searches,
Right.
right?
And this is the thing, right?
Transact.
Everyone else is everyone's trying to create an AI on their own turf. And I think what OpenAI is, they're really seeing the opportunity to be like the front end agent. There's a new protocol that just came out. It's called MCP, I believe. I forget the name, what it stands for. But it's sort of like an API protocol for sites. So rather than going in through the API side, it goes through this MP. It's sort of just like an API, but the agents have a way of just getting right in, and so they wouldn't even have to like search the site. They would just go in through the back door, and go straight into the database, and pull data right out of there.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me than this.
Yeah, but I mean, until most sites aren't going to have that for a long time. You know what I mean?
Right, but if Zillow had an agent,
Yes.
like their own model, right?
Yeah,
With all
which
this
is
data
surprising that
already,
they don't.
then the agent just communicates with Zillow's,
Yeah,
right? And says, this is what my guy's looking for.
yeah,
They're like, I got it.
yeah,
I got it right here, right? Without having to do all this.
yeah. But imagine, it's funny that we're doing this, because imagine already the conflict of interest, like that, how hard that is, because you're like, it's already called an agent, right? and
Yeah.
everyone's got a real estate agent already, and
Mhm.
you're like, and here's another agent, you know?
Yeah.
Does this one only works for like 0.5%, you know? So,
You think, screw it, your real estate agent. That 2%.
Yeah, those poor people, they just can't. It's hard, man. It's hard. I feel for the agent world,
Dang, yeah.
you know? But
I mean,
again,
the question is real estate ever going to be peer-to-peer, true?
yeah,
Maybe in the blockchain
maybe.
one day,
Yeah.
Bitcoin, right? Why
Yeah.
not?
Why not?
The thing is, you're going to have to be able to generate a deed somehow.
Yeah.
And would you even need escrow if it was on chain like that?
No.
Probably not,
No, because you can validate.
right? The
Yeah.
funds
Yeah.
instantly.
Instantly.
I suppose you could have an intermediary wallet if you
Yeah.
wanted, but then that defeats the purpose of peer-to-peer in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just crazy, though. Just watching it, like, look around. So is it finding results? Is it?
I believe so.
It's
Berkshire
probably going to
Hathaway?
finish. Yeah.
Yeah,
probably
I think it's going to do it until it's finished, and then it's just going to dump
yeah.
all the results for you.
That's crazy. So, and then you mentioned Perplexity just launched a browser.
Yeah.
So is the idea that you could do this on your local browser, not through a terminal or a
So it looks like
virtual
it's
machine.
called Comet.
And I remember
Browse at the speed of thought.
and it's not cheap though, right? You have to get like Perplexity
I
Plus or
believe so, yeah.
something. It's at $200 a month or something.
So you like put together a grocery cart on Instacart for me from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
See, I do this every week.
Yeah, look at it.
Like, can it actually do it?
And it's going right in the browser to do it.
See, but for Perplexity, it has to you have to use their browser.
Yes.
So, in a sense, we were talking about access, right? How would it have access? You would give it access.
Right. In this case, yeah, you would be like, okay, let me log in first.
Look at this. I can move these.
Ah.
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. They were in the way.
And
Get them out of the way. Comet, get him out of there.
But we'll see. I mean, it
Well-
seems powerful. The question is, how much is it, right?
Right. Well, and then to
Oh,
top
here
it
it goes.
off,
Comet free. Free version of Perplexity. We'll always provide a free version of Perplexity for all users that will include Comet. Comet is currently available to Perplexity Max subscribers. So you have to be a Max or a Pro
for now.
subscriber. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and then I was reading a thing this morning on LinkedIn about OpenAI, and I guess some document. I was looking for it. I couldn't find it again, but apparently it's some sort of document internally going around OpenAI that sort of talks about how their goal as a company is actually to become the operating system of AI, of agents. That they don't want to be another application. They want to actually run the operating system.
Huh.
And that sort of tying in with, we were talking about the whole thing with Johnny Ive joining OpenAI. And so some of you might know Johnny Ive was the one who, he was the product designer at Apple.
Yep.
That basically created the iPhone and the MacBook and iPad. He's the product designer. So, and he had a company that OpenAI acquired for a few $1 billion,
Oh, yeah.
which is crazy when you think about it, because there was no intellectual property there worth billions of dollars. So who knows why the price was so high, but that's what Johnny's worth, I guess. So you can tell they're really pushing for something, and everyone now is speculating that they're going to come out with some sort of device.
So there's your
There they are. Aw. I have a lot of respect for Johnny Ive, though. He's a really,
yeah. I mean, here this is what they're.
I think it's like
Respected.
Sir Johnny Ive. See, I don't think so, man.
No, this is fan made.
I hope it's a phone. I think that's what they have to do, because we've seen these little. I mean, dude, we've got the
rabbit.
rabbit
Yeah.
junk.
The future.
I think it's got to be. You got to meet people where they are, and I think having a
yeah. These
screen,
things are not.
they're not.
But the other thing too is, and I experienced this with my glasses. When people know that you're recording or think that you might be, dude, people get skittish.
Yeah.
And so people that know me already, and I've got them on right away, they're like, "Are you recording?"
Oh, you
know?
get that look.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude, a lot.
Yeah.
And so imagine wearing a stupid pin
Yeah.
with a
No.
listening at all times. People are not cool with that.
No. And it doesn't. I mean, I tried. What is it that
Phone makes sense though.
I tried? One called like the Bee or something like that. Did I tell you about that one? I got it.
No.
It's like a little thing, and I wore it for like a few days, but it just wasn't useful. Like, and it was too obtrusive. You're like, this is, why am I putting this out there? God, I hope they don't.
No, nobody wants that.
What someone
This is the rabbit that we have.
yeah, what was that company that just a bunch of ex Apple people?
Oh, remember this
That's the one.
disaster?
Yeah, what is that one? Humane. Yes,
Oof,
dude.
what a disaster.
No, man. And they were trying to sell for tons. I think they might have found a buyer, but please don't do this, Johnny.
Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this.
No.
I don't see why more phone things don't exist. Well, I don't know why the Tesla phone isn't out yet.
Dude, imagine Tesla phone with where it's a satellite phone.
Satellite phone.
Yeah.
All day, every day. No
Starlink service
Starlink.
all day.
I don't get
You
it.
know what I hate about my car right now?
What?
I get software updates pretty often. And even though it has premium connectivity, that's like $10 a month,
Okay.
you can't download software off of it. It's only for other things. I have to connect the car to Wi-Fi to get
Serious?
software updates. That makes zero sense to me. Why it can't connect to Starlink,
They should all have
Or-
Starlink built in.
right, or to something else.
Yeah.
No, I have to sit in. The last update I did, I parked in my carport
Yeah.
and I got the weakest signal just to do the update.
Uh-huh.
The time before that, I had to drive to a spot where I can get 5G Ultra. I tethered my phone as a hotspot to the car, used it as Wi-Fi, and sat there for, I don't know, 30 minutes, waited for that thing to download. It's the worst.
Dang.
That Tesla needs to have Starlink
Yeah.
connectivity.
I don't
That
know.
ecosystem needs to be tight.
Yeah.
You know, the charging,
Yeah.
the Starlink, come out with a phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
The car interface, Grok,
Yeah, you got Grok in.
everything,
Yeah.
right? That should all be connected.
Yeah.
In fact,
Keep
Grok
Bob
might
for your-
be in that update that I haven't updated.
I've heard
yet.
it. Yeah, I've heard they've mentioned
Yeah.
have some Grok features. So
And people are pretty pissed about that too. People that I've seen on X that have installed the beta or whatever, the Grok, they're like, yeah, we can talk to it and ask it things, but I don't think it's connected to the car yet.
oh,
And it's like, well, what's the point?
well, that's weak. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be able to tell it what to do.
Yes.
Take me here. Take me to Whole Foods. Whatever.
Yeah.
Stay on the fast lane.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah. Got
Right?
it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
done.
Take the next exit. All right.
Yep. At a pit stop. I need a coffee. Find me a top-rated coffee shop in Costa Mesa.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Tell me a joke.
It'll do that.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
I want it to be like Jarvis
Yeah.
in the cockpit with me,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm sure it will, but it's not there. And
Yeah.
it's kind of annoying people because it doesn't make sense.
No, that would be frustrating.
Right.
That's almost like how Siri is. Like, I ask Siri the most basic questions sometimes.
Oh, serious.
And
It's the stupidest.
Siri doesn't even respond like it's not like I can't answer that. It's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Or it gives me this answer like I'm the problem. Like I messed up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, no, you heard me. You just don't know.
You know
Admit
what's
it.
even stupider than Siri?
What?
Google Home.
Dude, Google Home's gone.
Dude,
It's gotten worse.
I'm about to throw those
Dude.
speakers out of my house.
Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Dude, the automations don't even work.
No. No.
I sat there and I put one in and I renamed it like 3 times because I said it's not understanding what I'm telling it. Maybe change the name of the phrase
Yeah.
multiple times because I said it's getting confused. Simple. When I say do this, dim the light to this color and do a white noise. Like literally just like nap time for the nursery.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
2 things. Won't do it.
Won't do it. My favorite right now is I had it playing a playlist.
Uh-huh.
So I said, "Hey, in the morning, like 7:30, play this playlist," and it just wants you to say it like, open play the Spotify playlist called this. Somewhere along the line, dude, I had it like morning. It was like morning lo-fi or something like that. It was a specific playlist, and now, dude, it's like some artist has got a song that triggers it instead, and it's playing like hip hop in the morning. So I'm waking up to like this hip hop, and Susan's like, "What are you listening to?" And I'm like, I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. I was like, "Oh shoot, Google, someone put in a song that's screwing up the Google Home." But yeah, it's just
Crazy.
amazingly how.
All right, let's close out with this. Speaking of Tesla,
Speaking of Tesla, here we go. Tesla Diner, dude. We got to do
Since they're
an
busy-
episode there.
we should. That would be
Do
cool.
that. On location.
On location at the new Tesla diner in Hollywood. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's super dope. I'm going to try and make it out there when it's not so crazy and busy. But apparently this diner, you go in or you roll up, there's chargers. There's supposedly a menu, a food menu that pops up on your screen when you get there. So you can order food. There's a full-on diner with cheeseburgers that come in a Cybertruck. And there's an Optimus serving popcorn,
Yes.
which is cool. There's a couple of movie screens outside. And they've got an upper deck wraparound. It looks super cool and futuristic. I don't know. It would be cool, man, if they put those in more cities. Like,
Yeah.
I would charge there.
Yeah,
I would
absolutely.
totally charge there.
Absolutely. Well, this is sort of like that missing piece, right? Like
Skypad.
when we've gone out on our road trips. Typically,
Yeah,
the
remember
charging stations.
Where did we stop at? Freaking Denny's.
Yeah.
Remember on the way up?
Yeah,
It
where
was a
was
Denny's and then some freaking rank gas station bathrooms.
Dude, we ended up eating at like, was it Taco Bell or
Oh, when we got in?
Yeah.
Freaking Pollo Loco. What do you mean?
Pollo Loco?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, like, no shade on Pollo Loco, but like, it's like, why is it? I think Tesla's kind of going like, why are we waiting for other people to step up?
Yeah, we'll do it
We'll
ourselves.
do it ourselves. Like easy money.
And who doesn't love a good old Tesla merch?
I know, right?
Right?
Well, I've been hearing this thing too. Like there's I don't know what we're calling this. It's more like, and again, Tesla sort of nailed this vertical alignment, right, with their business. I've been hearing the same thing about baseball and how stadiums are now sort of being rethought. And dude, we went to a Dodger game last week,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't know, you've been to Dodger Stadium, right?
I've never been.
Okay.
I've only been to Angel Stadium.
It's a stadium that is an island surrounded by the biggest parking lot you've ever seen. It's just miles of parking. And sure, when you get in there, you can get your Dodger dog and all this stuff. But that's it. Like if you want to, there's nothing to do around there. It's the stadium or nothing. And with these other, I forget which team it is, but they built their own sort of like stuff around it, like right outside the stadium, so that the idea being you can go there anytime, even if there's a game not playing. And I think I look at Dodger Stadium and I'm like, man, that is the key. Like if you just go, there should be stuff to do there.
Isn't it like, didn't the Lakers do that? LA Live?
Yes,
Isn't that a thing?
that's very similar to that,
Yeah.
right? Like right outside the stadium, there's like
Uh-huh.
all these cool things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so
It's like a city walk.
yes, it's like downtown
something like
Disney
that,
or
yeah.
that's exactly it. Like, that sort of thing. You can see Tesla sort of figuring it out. I mean, if I were them, man, too, I would say, pop up shop or I don't know why 7-Eleven didn't just hop on and say, convenience store. It's not. I mean, even a vending machine at some of these places would make a lot of sense, right? So I don't know. People are starting to get the message, starting to think through it.
See, we should buy a couple of sick vending machines and put them in at the Birch. I
Yeah,
was telling you,
right.
dude, it's underground. It's the lower lot level of the parking garage
Uh-huh.
at Birch. And you have to walk up one flight.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. And then you're there on Birch. But you're right by Sky Lounge.
Right.
Remember where we did our party? There's nothing there. And people are lazy, dude. People are lazy. But right by the elevator
Mhm.
of the lower lot, dude, there's a perfect spot right there.
Dude.
Because you might not want to leave your car. You might want to chill in your car and watch some YouTube videos
Sure.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you can just go up and grab a Monster drink or a soda,
Yeah.
some chips, and then go right back to your car, just tap to pay,
Yeah.
I bet the investment ain't much. It's the getting them to, like, what's it cost to
Yeah,
park the stupid machine
But
there,
think
right?
about it, dude. I mean, I've even wondered too, like, and maybe they do this on purpose, but like, dude, imagine if you were like trying to make a buck and you're like, bro, I'm gonna go to the charging thing. Wash cars. Like, why don't you wash hand wash the car while you wait. You know?
I can do it in, if you had like a rapid, I'm going to do this in 15 minutes.
15
right?
minutes. I'll
Just
do
the
a quick-
outside.
yeah.
Or a quick little,
something, something, you know?
that would be sick too.
You know, because you see these vans will show up like
Oh, yeah.
on spot. You had one.
Yeah, they do it in my house.
You just have it there. You like roll up. You know, while you wait, I'm gonna vacuum this today. I'll
Yeah.
do one over on it. Just
You would think
Why-
someone would have thought of that. There's
And they're-
freaking 30 Teslas trying to get charging at
Yeah.
once.
yeah.
You know what I
One
mean?
of them is gonna
Someone's
be like,
going to need, every 20 minutes,
right.
a quick,
Yeah,
quick,
I'll air up your
detail.
tires or whatever.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like just make it snappy and quick.
totally.
Doesn't make any sense why that doesn't exist yet.
Well, there you go. We give you a freebie for those
it.
entrepreneurs out there looking
Yeah,
at a side
exactly.
hustle. There's people parked in their cars every freaking day, all day long, charging.
Exactly, and they come to you.
And
And
screw
they're
the vending machine, bro. Just go out there old school with
Sling
the.
it.
I got the. You remember the paletero?
Yeah, yeah. Ding, 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 ding,
The
ding.
nee, 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 the truck. Just walk by
Yeah.
with that thing. You got chips.
Yes.
You got sodas. You got ice
tamales,
creams,
tamales.
whatever, bro. There it is.
That's it.
Tesla. The Tesla paletero.
You gotta
Dude,
make it Tesla-fied though. Like
Yeah. Exact. Put this up. We're gonna go to Mid Journey. We're gonna close out with this. We're gonna have a Tesla paleta guy, the little thing, but it's gonna look like a Cybertruck paleta.
yes.
So we'll
yes.
go to Mid Journey and generate a Optimus
Optimus.
pushing a paleta cart that looks like a Cybertruck right here.
Oh.
There you have it, folks. Check out the Tesla Diner and Tesla Paletas coming to you soon.
Yes. Tesla's paletas.
Check you out. Check us out on the next one. See you guys. Peace.
Later.
Sightbox unbox when we open the door. New podcast dropping like never before. Tapping AI, here we got the cure. Founders for founders, the vision is pure.